Good morning, boys. Happy Monday. Last full week of school. Yeah, guys, so this is exciting. You guys should be celebrating. If we were at school, I'd have exciting stuff for you every day, and in your classes, we'd just be cleaning and having fun with friends and wrapping up all the learning we've been doing and talking about how great you guys did this year. So I'm really proud of you guys. I know this is a hard time, but the last week of school should be exciting, so be proud of yourselves. Some of you are second graders going to third graders, first graders going to second, third graders going to fourth, and our lone fifth grader going to sixth grade. I am so proud of all of you guys, so I want to say congratulations. Be proud of yourselves. This is a historical school year and a historical time that you'll be able to talk about for the rest of your lives. So enjoy that you are going into summer. We are reading our last chapter of the Boxcar Children Hot Air Balloon Mystery right now. Up, Up, and Away, Chapter 12. Remember, Mary England just admitted she was the one messing with the balloons. And Hollis McKnight admitted that he helped her, but then he stopped. So here we go. Up, Up, and Away. Sky was right. Mary was a changed person when she returned from her flight. I'll never condemn anything again until I'll never again condemn something I know nothing about, she said. Then she offered to take posters announcing the rally to every store in town. I'll even put them up out near the highway to attract more business. Matt said thank you, but we don't need more publicity. We'll keep you busy, though, Sky said. It looks like it will be very busy, a very successful rally. She was right about that, too. The remaining events that day went smoothly. The weather was perfect, clear skies, light breezes. The competitors helped one another. Even Don Pfister softened. The Aldens overheard him giving tips to other balloonists. Your business will do fine, Don told Sky and Matt, and it'll be good for my business. They were all surprised at his change of heart. Benny asked, why will it be good for your business? The more people we can interest in the sport, the better it is for everybody, he explained. He sounded as if he had always believed that. As busy as the Aldens were with launching and chasing, they found a few quiet moments. They sat under the oak tree. Sometimes they talked about the mystery they had solved. Sometimes they would be silent, each lost in his or her own thoughts. Sometimes Violet would sketch. Her drawings were full of colorful balloons and bright skies. I wonder what it's like, Sully said. They all knew what she meant. Each was trying to imagine what it would be like to float over the countryside. We'll soon find out, Henry responded enthusiastically. Tomorrow at sunset, Jessie added. That night, Barbara and Pete had a barbecue. All the balloonists and their crews attended it. Mary England and Hollis McKnight were there too. I'd like to make up for the missing ad, Hollis told Sky. I thought I'd run a full-page story about ballooning. Perhaps you and Matt could write it. Sky shook her head. Writing an ad is one thing, she said, but I couldn't write an entire article. Count me out too, Matt said. Henry's a good writer, Benny offered. Maybe he could do it. Oh, Benny, please. I couldn't write anything, Henry said, but he had been thinking the same thing. Hollis tilted his head and looked at Henry through the bottom half of his glasses. How about it, son, he said. Would you like to give it a try? Henry gulped. Really, he said. Hollis smiled. Really? Yes, sir, I'd like that, Henry decided. Jessie could help. She knows a lot about ballooning. He looked at Jessie. There was a question in his eyes. Jessie's smile was an enthusiastic yes. Good, Hollis said. Now you have to understand, I don't print every article sent to me. Oh, you'll print this one, Benny said. It'll be very good. And you could use Violet's drawings, Sully said. Violet blushed. Oh, Sully, I don't know. Hollis was delighted. Story and illustrations? Perfect. Now that that's settled, Benny said, let's eat. On their way to the table, Matt said, you certainly are a talented family. Sky nodded in agreement. That's for sure, she said. Writers, artists. Don't forget detectives, Benny put in with a grin on his face. Sky nodded, and very good ones at that. We never would have solved the mystery without you. The evening ended early. Everyone wanted to be rested for the last day's events. The Aldens gathered in the girls' bedroom, where they sat up talking for a short time. Strange how things work out, Henry commented. What do you mean, Henry? Violet asked. Well, take Mary. She's really interested in ballooning now. I'll bet she keeps volunteering to help. Jessie understood what he meant, and if she hadn't been so against the business to begin with, she might not have come out to the port at all. It's lucky Mary didn't hurt anybody, Benny reminded them. She was careful not to do anything dangerous, Henry said. Still, Sue Lee put in, she had no right to do the things she did. And they all agreed. Henry stretched and yawned. We'd better get to bed, he said, and crossed into the other room. Benny followed. I'll be up all night, he said. I'm so excited about tomorrow. But he fell asleep in less than a minute. The next morning, when Sky and Matt drove the Aldens to port, it was still dark, yet everyone was busy, readying to fly. Several balloonists ascended as the day's first light appeared in the sky. Still sleepy, Sue Lee asked, why do balloonists like to fly so early? Dawn and sunset are the best times, Sky answered. The sun has an effect on the wind, Matt explained. During the middle of the day, the breezes are usually too strong. Violet got out her sketchbook. It's hard to tell which is prettier, she said, sunrise or the balloons. Because they were excited about their own flight, the Aldens thought the day would seem long, but they were wrong. When Sky said, well, are you ready for your great adventure? They were surprised the time had come. Mary, Pete, Brad, and Don volunteered to be their crew. Matt was the crew chief. Once the balloon was inflated and straining to be free, they took hold of the basket to steady it. The Aldens climbed over the padded sides into the basket. Make yourself comfortable, Sky told them. That was difficult to do in such a small space, but no one complained. Sky opened the blast valve. Whoosh! The yellow-blue flame roared into the bulging bag. There was a tug on the basket. Is everybody clear? Sky called. Matt raised his arms toward the spectators. Move back, he directed him. Then he said, all clear to Sky. Hands off, she shouted. The crew stepped away. One more blast of heat, and then everything went silent. In a few seconds, the world began to fall away. The people seemed to grow smaller. Are they moving or are we? Benny wanted to know. Here's the Aldens floating up in their balloon. Sky laughed. We're moving all right. Look around you. Sure enough, they were already above the treetops. Sky skillfully maneuvered the balloon higher and higher. Below them, everything was in its place, neat and orderly. It's like a patchwork quilt, Jessie said. Benny giggled. Look, he said. Below them, a dog ran through a field, barking at them. All along their route, people came out of their houses or stopped their work in the fields to wave. Miniature cars moved along the roads. Some of them pulled to the side of the road to watch them pass to the west. The sun had slipped into the slot between earth and sky, like a bright copper coin into a piggy bank. It left behind a brilliant display of color. Violet gasped, I've never seen anything more beautiful. Sue Lee spotted the chase crew. There's the van, she said. Then for a long time no one said anything. Now and then the whoosh of the burner sounded. Otherwise everything was silent. Suddenly, Henry pointed to a station wagon making its way towards Lloyd Landing. That looks like Grandfather's car! It is, Benny exclaimed. Wait till he hears about everything. Jessie laughed. You certainly got your wish, Benny, she said. No one could hope for a better adventure. And that's the end of our story. Pretty cool. I thought maybe Mary England would get to go up. It's exciting that the Aldens got to go up. I have never been up in a hot air balloon. I've been up in some really small planes, like some 2 and 3 person planes, and that was kind of a different experience to have the windows open and fly a little lower and kind of see things. But I think a hot air balloon would be really cool. So maybe for this last chapter, you guys could just let me know what you think about hot air balloons. Would you take a ride in one? Do you think they're safe? Would you give it a try? After reading this book, do you think maybe it'd be exciting? It's something I probably would try if the people were experienced and I saw that their balloon was in good working order. It is a little scary though, I think, going up that high. So let me know what you guys think. Would you ride in a hot air balloon or not? Alright guys, I miss you guys so much. I'm so excited that it's the end of the school year though. I'm so proud of you guys. Have a great day. Be excited for summer. Be good for your parents. Work hard this last week. Alright guys, have a great morning. Bye guys.